All right, YouTubers, I'm gonna do kind of a weird cooking show. What I'm gonna cook are things that I get from a store called Aldi's. If you know Aldi's, there's a good chance you like it. If you don't know Aldi's, there's a good chance you wish you had one around you. Aldi's is a store that has good low prices. I have some in my local area, so I shop there. And they're a good thing for RVers who are on a budget. And there have been times where I've looked up Aldi's while I'm on the road and find them just so I can save some money. So I'm gonna cook with the New Wave Mini on this one. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put aluminum foil down because it makes cleanup so much better. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is, this is zucchini from Aldi's, and I must admit, let me open it before I keep talking. So I got the zucchini, and I will also tell you, I am a huge fan of Aldi's produce department. It's just great stuff. It's always fresh. It is honestly, even though it's a budget store, their produce department is my first choice on where to get stuff. If there is a downside to it, they don't have a huge selection, but they have the things that I like on a normal basis. So I'm gonna cut this on the center-ish, and I'm gonna cook that first. Easy stuff. I'm just gonna do olive oil on it, rub it in with my finger, and then Zatarain's Creole seasoning. And basically this meal, what I'm gonna do, cook it twice for a full meal. It'll make sense. I'm gonna do half of it now and then half of it later. I'm gonna give it 5 minutes. So here we go. What we're gonna cook with this are fake chicken tenders. You can do real chicken, they sell that there too. So this is vegan and meat-free, and if you wanna look, here's the contents and nutrition stuff. But this is a pretty good deal, and they are soy, so the people that lose their mind over soy, calm down. Don't eat it for every meal, but soy's not gonna hurt you occasionally. And, you know, going vegan or going plant-based stuff is not a terrible thing in its own right. So I think everything in life is moderation. So I would not suggest eating soy every single day, and I wouldn't suggest eating red meat every day. So that's how I look at it. So that was in for 5 minutes. And now I'm gonna take these, and you can find things like this all over the place, but these are good. I like them, and the price is good. And like I said, the other half of the zucchini and the rest of those will be the same meal. They'll just be at a different time. These take 8 minutes on each side, and then you have to flip them. The only thing I gotta do different is, because I'm filming it, I move stuff. That's my furnace. I just turned my furnace off. And we're done. All right, so we'll move this. We're gonna flip these. Real difficult cooking here. All right, now we're gonna do the fun stuff. I got some marinara. It's cheap at Aldi's, and it's really no worse than any other crap you buy in a jar. My grandmother would be so disappointed. And we got some Parmesan cheese. So I'm gonna try to make like chicken parm-ish. All right, that was 5 minutes. Again, seriously, I'm about embarrassed to use this, but we're gonna put some sauce on it. That's why I cooked this a little bit shorter. Now we'll put parm on it. The funny thing about Aldi's is, I think the quality is pretty close to the same, but it's a German company. So you get a lot of imported stuff from Germany and from Italy. So you can find some cool things in there, and that's why I'm gonna do a couple more videos of some of the things I like from Aldi's. I'm gonna do 4 more minutes. Looking pretty good. All right, I wanted to show a couple other things, just for randomness. I get peanuts from there. Peanuts are good for you. $1.89 for this 16-ounce can, which if you know what groceries cost in most places, that's pretty darn cheap. They also have a couple different other sauces that I would use for something like this or for real chicken. They have a Parmesan garlic, which this is pretty good. And this is an Asian wing sauce with Asian kick, sweet spice. And this one is not bad either. So there's several different ways to do something like this. From Aldi's, good prices and a decent selection. I guess in a sense it's kind of like the whole Costco idea, other than you're not buying in bulk. Costco saves money by having a certain number of each items. You know, you go to your normal grocery store and there's what, 40 different types of ketchup to buy. Well, you go to a place like Aldi's or Costco, there might be one or two. You want ketchup? That's what they got. So that's how you save money, and you take your own bags, you know what I mean? But there's a lot of cool stuff, and over the course of this video, I'll show you. But soon, we'll get this done and we'll eat it. And I make this every now and then, maybe every couple weeks. I make something like this with these fake chicken tenders. It's done. So we'll take that off. It melted the cheese. Fly over. Chicken parmish and zucchini. All veggie meal. Let's plate it and eat it. Cut this. Dun, 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 dun. These have the all-important good texture. Let's see, it crisps up pretty well for fake chicken. Got stuff on it. It's hot. I like that. I think it's pretty good. I mean, for quick and easy, we're not Wolfgang Puck or nothing like that, but it'll work. Let's try that zucchini. Dun, dun, dun. I like zucchini, and I like it with that Creole seasoning, and I think it's good. Another piece of the fake chicken. I'm going to call that it. And like I said, I have a few more things I get from Aldi, so we'll do another one. Until then, have a great and wonderful day. And then next there'll be another video. So this is just it for today. For me. For you, there's another video coming. All right, cooking another meal. That is great for in the RV, but I'm not in the RV. This is spanakopita. This is obviously on the Aldi's list. There you go. That's what the box looks like. A little bit of salt, 13%. A little bit of saturated fat. Other than that, it's not terrible for you. I've had really good, like, homemade-ish kind of spanakopita. I don't think this will be as good. But from Aldi's, it didn't look too bad. So we're going to cook it now. All right, now we're going to move this. I'm going to put that down. And again, it's not homemade. It's out of a box. But you never know. It might be good. This is the first time I've had this. Spray it with some olive oil spray. Not fancy. It says to take it out of the tray. Don't break them apart. Flat side down. I'm going to arrange these as best I can. Okay, I think I got them where they're all going to fit. Putting a puzzle together. And this cooks at 350, but it's convection, so it does a little bit better. The box says 400 for 17 to 19 minutes. So we're going to split the difference. 18. Usually the convection makes up for that, like I said. All right, it's about 7 minutes in. They're starting to brown up. And this is the traditional spanakopita with spinach and should be feta and ricotta cheese in it. Yeah, which, you know, Italians and Greeks are very similar. They just use more feta than we do. I'll Americanize it, spanakopita. But you lay them flat side down because these are supposed to puff up. And, you know, if it's Greek, it's got phyllo dough, which I don't know anybody that ever makes it. I think people just always buy it made by somebody else in the grocery. So I guess in a sense, it's not all that much different, but it won't be as good as somebody that makes it from home. Turn the GoPro back on just in time. Woo. But I'm going to give them 2 more minutes. We'll come back. All right, now when these are done, they got to rest for 5 minutes. So I got my favorite vegetable, broccoli, in the Pampered Chef, and I'm going to nuke that up. All right, I think we got it. It's within a minute, and it smells good. And it's done. Let's take it off. Oh yeah, those look real good. All right, I'm going to let them rest for about 5 minutes to cool as I start my broccoli. The cell phone will show how it browns up a little bit better than the GoPro. All right, now we're going to put these little triangles on the plate. They're cooled down enough to touch. Hopefully they're cooled down enough to eat. Ooh, don't those look good? Yum trees. All right, my now standard way of doing broccoli is with lemon juice. healthier, and I like it. And I'm gonna eat it right out of the bowl. I'm not even gonna bother putting it on the plate. Flyover time. Little triangles. All right, we're gonna eat them. Let's give it a taste. Still hot. But I'll tell you what, for out of a box, those are really good. So if you get the Aldi's, I would suggest going to the freezer section and getting some spanakopita. You might like it. Have a great and wonderful day. All right, YouTubers, gonna do more cooking with stuff from Aldi's. These are some onions. Aldi's, as I said in the previous video, their produce is very, very good. This one I decided to cook in the house and not the RV and add to the Aldi stuff. So I only need about half of this. Dice this. Not too small. Pretty ambidextrous. I should do this left-handed, huh? So we're going to use skillet thingy. And in goes the onion. Get that going. A little bit of olive oil. I have some zucchini. Also from Aldi's. Because I told you, I think their produce is quite good. Here we go. Again, not in the RV, in the house. And I don't have a kitchen that I'm really proud of. So where I'm cooking is, this was an old TV stand from my previous life when I was married. So this will work. So that's in there heating up. Okay, next, I've shown this on my cooking videos before. This is corn fake chicken that is actually pretty darn good. But this is not an Aldi thing. So we'll put this fake chicken in. Do I prefer real chicken? Yes, I do. But I also kind of like this. I don't think it's bad at all. It's got good texture. And when you put the right things in with it, it turns out pretty darn good. Next, this is Aldi's. This is their brand of black beans. They're very good. And got a good price on them. So we'll mix these up. So again, we got an all veggie meal. And I'm going to let this cook for a little bit, covered, and then we'll be adding some more stuff. All right, I take that out. Woohoo! It's coming along. And next, because I told you this was about Aldi's stuff, Aldi's has their versions of some simmer sauces. I've had this tikka masala before. It's great on chicken. And this is like chickenish. I'll put a little water in the jar. Try to get the rest of the remnants out. There we go. That's good. Now we'll mix this up real nice. Keep mixing to get everything covered up with it. Woohoo! We will let this simmer. Because, you know, it's a simmer sauce. Alright, and also, this is a thrift store find, this skillet thingy. Oh, my goodness. That is simmering like it's supposed to. And I will tell you what, if YouTube wants to make some money, invent Smell-a-tube, Smell-a-vision. But for every good thing, like a nice smelling meal like this, there'll be people out there doing weird stuff. You can't see it, but off camera I'm making rice to go with. Flyover. It's simmering. It smells fantastic. It's steamy. Flyover. Still looks good, doesn't it? Come on now. Fake chicken stuff's pretty good. I'm gonna taste it now. Alright, YouTubers. There's a piece of the fake chicken. That's really good. I really like this. Zucchini and beans. There's a little Indian flavor. Quick, cheating, and on a budget. Have a great and wonderful day. For those that might have enjoyed, there'll be more Aldi cheat meals coming up in future videos.